Welcome back to the Leadership Launchpad, the podcast where we dive deep into leadership, personal growth, and how you can unlock your potential as a young leader. I'm your host, Kevin Pierce, and today we're exploring a skill that underpins every aspect of leadership: communication. Whether you're aiming to lead your sports team, excel in school, or build stronger relationships with the people around you, your ability to communicate effectively will make or break your success. Today, we'll go beyond the basics and delve into how you as a teenager can truly master the art of communication. It's about more than just speaking clearly. It's about understanding, connecting, and making sure your message resonates. So let's jump right in. Let's begin by understanding why communication is such a big deal. Think about how often you communicate every single day, whether it's texting friends, answering questions in class, or talking with your family. Communication is constant. But here's the catch: just because we do it all the time doesn't mean we're doing it well. Effective communication is the foundation of any successful team or project. If you're not clear, if you don't listen, or if you're not aware of how your words and actions affect others, you risk misunderstanding, you risk conflict, and miss opportunities. On the flip side, when you communicate well, you build trust, resolve issues more effectively, and create a positive environment where everyone feels heard and valued. But communication is more than just exchanging information. It's about connection. It's about understanding the emotions, intentions, and context behind those words. And this is where many people, teens and adults alike, struggle. So how can we improve? That's what we're going to explore today. The first and perhaps most important step in improving your communication is mastering the art of listening. Now, I know what you're thinking. Listening, that's easy to do. I do it all the time. But there's a difference between hearing and truly listening. Active listening means giving your full attention to the speaker. It's about being fully present in the moment, not thinking about what you're going to say next or being distracted by your phone. When you actively listen, you're not just absorbing words. You're also picking up on tone, body language, and emotions. This helps you understand the true meaning behind what someone is saying to you. Here's why this matters. When people feel listened to, they feel valued. It's a powerful way to build trust and rapport. Imagine you're on a team and a team is struggling with something. If you listen carefully, you can offer the right support and then can make all the difference in the world to them and to the team's success. But active listening takes practice. Start by putting away distractions when you're in a conversation. Focus on the speaker. Nod to show that you're engaged. And if something isn't clear, ask questions. Paraphrasing what the speaker has said is another great way to show that you're listening and to clarify any misunderstandings. For example, you might say, "So what I'm hearing is," and then summarize what they've shared. This not only shows that you're paying attention, but also helps ensure that you're both on the same page. Now that we've covered listening, let's talk about how you can express yourself more effectively. Clarity is key in communication. When you speak, you want your message to be understood the first time. This means avoiding jargon or overly complex words, especially if you're in a group where not everyone is familiar with the topic. Keep your message simple, direct, and to the point. But clarity alone isn't enough. How you deliver your message matters as much. Confidence in your communication comes from believing in what you're saying and in your right to say it. If you mumble, rush through your words, or constantly use filler words like or like, your message can get lost, and you may come across as unsure or unprepared. One way to boost your confidence is through preparation. Before an important conversation or presentation, take some time to think about what you want to say and how you want to say it. Rehearse your points and, if possible, practice with a friend or in front of the mirror. This preparation helps you feel more in control when it's time to speak. Another tip is to work on the tone of your voice. Your tone can convey confidence, warmth, and enthusiasm, or even authority. Pay attention to how you sound when you speak. Are you monotone, or do you vary your pitch to keep your listeners engaged? Are you speaking too softly or too loudly? Your tone should match the message you want to convey and the context in which you're speaking. Communication, though, isn't just about words. Your body language, facial expressions, and even the way you stand can all communicate something to the people around you. This is known as nonverbal communication, and it can either reinforce what you're saying or completely contradict it. For example, let's say that you're giving a presentation and you're saying all the right things, But if you're slouching, avoiding eye contact, fidgeting, your audience might perceive you as nervous, uninterested, or unprepared, even if that's not the case. On the other hand, positive body language can enhance your message. Standing up straight, making eye contact, using hand gestures to emphasize your points can make you appear more confident and engaged. It also makes it much easier for your audience to connect with you. Facial expressions are another important aspect. A genuine smile, for example, can put people at ease and make them more receptive to your message. But be careful with forced expressions. They can come off as insincere. Practice being aware of your facial expressions in different situations. Are they aligned with what you're trying to communicate? And here's a powerful insight. Your nonverbal cues can often speak louder than your words. People are more likely to believe what they see rather than what they hear. So if there's a mismatch between your verbal and nonverbal communication, it can create confusion or even distrust. Being mindful of this can help you ensure that your entire message, words, tone, body language, are all working to get together to convey what you really mean. Like any other skill, communication improves with practice. And the good news is that you have countless opportunities to practice every single day, whether it's participating in a class discussion, talking with your friends, or even writing an email. Every interaction is a chance to get better. One effective way to practice is by putting yourself in situations that challenge your communication skills. Join a club where you have to speak in front of others, volunteer to lead a group project, or even try out for the school play. The more you step out of your comfort zone, the more confident you'll become in your ability to communicate in different settings. Also, don't be discouraged by setbacks. Communication is a skill that takes time to develop, and it's okay to make mistakes. In fact, mistakes are valuable learning opportunities. If a conversation doesn't go as planned, take a moment to reflect on what happened. What could you have done differently, and how can you improve for the next time? Another way to practice is through self-reflection. After a conversation or presentation, ask yourself, how did it go? Did the other person understand my message? Was I actively listening? How was my body language? By regular reflection on your communication, you'll become more aware of your strengths and areas for improvement. Lastly, don't be afraid to ask for feedback from others. Whether it's a teacher, coach, or friend, getting an outside perspective can help you see things you might not have noticed. They can offer insights on how you come across and can give you specific areas to work on. So as we wrap up this episode, I want to leave you with one final thought. Communication is one of the most powerful tools you have as a leader. It's not just about talking, it's about connecting, understanding, and building trust. The skills we discussed today are all within your reach. So take these tips and start applying them in your daily life. Challenge yourself to be a better listener, to express yourself more clearly, and be mindful of your body language. The more practice you have, the more natural these skills will become. Thanks for tuning into this episode of the Leadership Launchpad. I'm Kevin Pierce, reminding you to keep pushing your limits and striving to be the best version of yourself. Remember, effective communication is a journey, not a destination. Keep practicing, stay patient, and always keep leading the way.